You know that feeling when you think you've mastered something and then someone pulls back the curtain to reveal you knew absolutely nothing? Well, that's about to happen with everything you thought you knew about cruise ships. So grab whatever you're drinking and buckle up because we're about to pull back the curtain on some stuff that might make you book your next cruise very differently. Secret number one, that sold out sign is basically lying to your face. All right, picture this scenario. You're browsing cruise deals at 11 p.m. in your pajamas, don't judge, we've all been there, and you find the perfect trip, great price, perfect dates, decent cabin. You bookmark it, thinking you'll book tomorrow after you sleep on it. Next morning, boom, sold out, completely gone. Every decent cabin shows unavailable, and you're kicking yourself for not booking immediately. But here's the thing that's going to make you question everything. That sold-out sign is playing games with your head. We sat down with Maria, who worked in revenue management for a major cruise line for 8 years. What she told us made our jaws drop. Turns out most cruise ships never actually sail at full capacity, even when their booking system screams sold out in angry red letters. So what's really happening? Cruise lines are basically playing psychological chess with potential passengers. They hold back chunks of inventory, sometimes entire cabin categories, to create this artificial sense of urgency. You know how online stores always seem to have only 3 left in stock, but somehow never run out? Same energy. They'll show all balcony rooms as unavailable while secretly keeping dozens in reserve for last-minute bookings, upgrades, and VIP situations. It's like a restaurant telling you there's a 2-hour wait when half their tables are actually empty. The wild part? About 2 to 3 weeks before sailing, these unavailable cabins magically reappear, often at prices that'll make your credit card do a happy dance. They call it inventory management. But let's be real, it's brilliant marketing psychology. And get this, sometimes they'll literally sell the same cabin twice. Yeah, you heard right. They'll oversell certain categories, knowing they can shuffle people around later. Ever wonder why you sometimes get upgraded to a better room? Now you know. The move here? Don't panic when you see sold out. Set up price alerts, check back regularly, and be patient. Those hidden cabins are probably going to show up eventually, possibly at better prices than you originally saw. Secret number 2. Your cabin steward knows your life story. Think your cabin steward just cleans up and leaves cute towel animals? Think again. We talked to Carlos, who worked as a cabin steward for 5 years, and what he shared honestly made us a little uncomfortable. These folks are basically running surveillance operations on every guest, documenting everything about your behavior, habits, and preferences. They're not just noting whether you like your room cleaned early or late, they're tracking what time you leave each day, when you come back, what you eat from room service, how messy you are, what mood you seem to be in, and yeah, exactly how much you tip. But here's where it gets really interesting. This information doesn't stay with your steward. It gets shared across departments like office gossip. The restaurant staff might know you're vegetarian before you even mention it. The spa team might know you've been stressed because your steward reported you've been spending more time in your room than usual. Some cruise lines keep these profiles permanently. Book another cruise with the same company next year? They've still got your file from this trip. It's like having a stalker, except they bring you fresh towels and chocolate on your pillow. Now, don't freak out completely. Most passengers love the personalized service this creates, but it's definitely something most people have no idea is happening. Your cabin steward isn't just cleaning, they're building a detailed psychological profile of who you are as a person. The takeaway? Be nice to these folks. They have more power over your cruise experience than you realize, and they definitely remember how you treat them. Secret number 3. There's a secret hierarchy running your vacation. Everyone thinks the captain runs the show, right? Wrong. There's this shadow government of department heads who actually control whether your cruise is amazing or a disaster, and most passengers never even know these people exist. The hotel director and their team are the real puppet masters. While the captain worries about not hitting icebergs, These folks are orchestrating every single aspect of your passenger experience behind the scenes. Here's what blew our minds. They have daily meetings where they literally discuss individual passengers by name, your complaints, your compliments, even random conversations you had with crew members. It all gets reported up the chain like intelligence briefings. But the really wild part? They maintain this unofficial VIP system that has nothing to do with how much you paid for your cabin. Yeah, suite guests get perks, but they're also tracking frequent cruisers, travel agents, social media influencers, and anyone who might leave reviews that could hurt their reputation. Get flagged as a VIP? Problems solve themselves before you even know you have them. Restaurant reservations appear when everything's supposedly booked. Mysterious upgrades happen. It's like having a cruise ferry godmother working behind the scenes. But there's a dark side too. Difficult passengers, constant complainers, people who treat staff badly, they also get flagged, just not in a good way. Suddenly, requests take longer to fulfill, premium reservations become harder to get, and those magical upgrades stop happening. The crew calls it the passenger reputation system, and it follows you around your entire cruise. Be genuinely kind to staff and watch how differently your experience unfolds. Be difficult? Don't expect any favors. Secret number 4. The food game is more complex than you imagine. Ever wonder why the specialty restaurants seem to have better food than the main dining room? Or why some days everything tastes amazing and other days it's just meh? We got the inside scoop from Chef Rodriguez, who spent 12 years running kitchens on mega ships. What he told us completely changed how we think about cruise dining. Most of the food on your ship was loaded weeks before you even boarded. That fresh salmon you're eating tonight, it's been frozen for a month. But here's the ticker. Not all restaurants are playing by the same rules. Specialty restaurants get first dibs on the actually fresh ingredients that come aboard at each port. The sushi place, the steakhouse, the fancy Italian joint, they're getting premium stuff, while the main dining room and buffet work with standard cruise inventory. It's not just about cooking skills. It's literally about who gets the good ingredients and who gets stuck with the frozen backup supplies. Then there's this thing called passenger load pressure. When the ship is packed, those kitchens are pushed way beyond their limits. Quality drops when chefs are cranking out thousands of meals with limited equipment and stressed-out staff. But here's the secret move. Crew members know which days are going to be kitchen nightmares. Usually the first and last days of cruises, plus sea days when everyone's eating on the ship instead of exploring ports. Want the best food experience? Book your specialty restaurants for port days, when half the passengers are off the ship. The kitchen can actually focus on quality instead of just surviving the dinner rush.
Secret number 5. Safety drills are just for show. You know that boring safety drill everyone has to attend before the ship leaves port? The one where you stand around looking annoyed while someone explains where life jackets are? That's basically theater for passengers. The real safety operation happening behind the scenes would probably give you anxiety if you knew about it. We talked to former safety officer Jennifer, and she painted a picture of constant emergency preparation that never stops. While you're lounging by the pool, crew members are running fire drills, medical emergency simulations, and security threat scenarios. The crew maintains detailed files on every passenger, medical conditions, mobility issues, exactly where your cabin is. During a real emergency, they know who needs extra help and where to find them. It's like having a database of passenger vulnerabilities that gets managed 24/7. But here's what's really wild. They practice scenarios where passengers completely panic and don't cooperate. They train for people refusing to leave their cabins, others creating chaos, folks trying to grab belongings during evacuations. Your potential freakout is built into their emergency planning. That calm, routine drill you attended, it's designed to be boring and non-threatening, but they know real emergencies are complete chaos. They even practice handling massive groups of panicked people who don't speak the same language. Think about that next time you're annoyed about attending the safety drill. Secret number 6. Those free perks are expensive. Last one's gonna mess with your head. All those complimentary perks cruise lines love throwing at you, drink packages, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, shore excursion credits, aren't free. Not even close. We spoke with former pricing analyst David, who broke down exactly how this shell game works. When cruise lines offer free packages, they're building costs directly into your cruise fare. You're paying for these perks whether you use them or not. The psychological trick is making your brain feel like you're getting something for nothing, which makes you more likely to book and spend additional money once you're on board. Here's the kicker. Cruise lines have data showing most passengers don't fully use these free perks. Most people don't drink enough to justify beverage packages, don't eat enough at specialty dining restaurants, don't use enough Wi-Fi to get their money's worth. But the companies are counting on this. They can offer packages to everyone, knowing only a percentage will maximize the value. It's reverse insurance where you pay for coverage you probably won't fully use. Plus, passengers who feel they're getting freebies are more likely to book spa treatments, buy photos, upgrade their cabins, and spend money on other services. The free perks are bait to get you spending on everything else. Nothing on a cruise ship is actually free. Every perk is built into pricing somewhere. The trick is figuring out what you'll actually use versus what just makes you feel good about your purchase. So there you have it. 6 secrets that cruise industry insiders know but passengers rarely discover. From fake sold-out inventory to shadow governments managing your experience, these floating cities are way more complex than most people realize. The biggest thing we learned? Understanding how these systems work can completely change your cruise game. You can make smarter booking decisions, get better service, and avoid falling for marketing tricks that cost you money. What surprised you most about these revelations? Have you noticed any of this stuff on your own cruises? Drop your thoughts below, and if this opened your eyes like it did ours, hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more cruise industry secrets where these came from. Until next time, cruise smarter, not harder.